This is gonna be a butt to edit, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Hello, special children. What is up? Hello, special children, and welcome back to Everything is A-OK. I don't even know if you can hear me right now, and if you can't, I'm so sorry. So, the month that is coming up, which is March. March is the celebration of, yes, the celebration of women. I actually did my freshman paper about the unequal pay for women in America. Now, there's unequal pay for women across the globe, but it's a research paper, I had to narrow it down, and I chose to do it specifically in America. And let me tell you, there's some mess, like actual mess. So I just wanted to talk about it, especially because, the month is coming up and it should be celebrated. And I watched a video, and I'll put the title of the video here, and the person who created it here, and of course the link in the description to it. But it came to my attention that as a young girl, I was taught to hate being a girl. So what I mean by that is, I have a distinct memory of me being in the 3rd grade, and I was arguing with other girls in my class about who is the most boyish or tomboyish. It had such a big impact on me now. And what I mean by that is that as I was growing up, not by my parents, but as I was growing up, especially in the media, being girly was associated with being evil and mean and awful. Let's take High School Musical, for instance. The lovely Ashley Tisdale played Sharpay Evans in High School Musical, and she dressed well, and she loved makeup and fashion and the color pink, and she cared about her looks, and then that was associated with being cruel and mean and being self-absorbed, and that's all you saw. And if you wanted to be considered intelligent or like sporty, then you couldn't be associated with those things. It was a stigmatism against being a girl, and I've been feeling that for like the past 10 years, and it's kind of crazy, actually. I feel like you're not getting how serious this is because you're so far away, so I'm just gonna pull you in a little bit. Is that okay? I think so. Before we get into more serious stuff, I want to introduce you to Butter. You get it? Cause she's a cow. So her name is Butter. I always wanted a Beanie Boo when I was little, and then finally me and my mom went to like Joann's Fabric for something, I can't remember what, and I was like, oh, I want this one, please. I think I was like, I had to be 12, I think. Why am I saying that like that was such a long time ago? That was only, oh my god, I was 12 5 years ago. I better stop, because I'll really probably throw up. During a science fair, no one was at my table yet. And I was like all the way in the back of the place where we were holding the science fair, so no one was back there yet. And I was like, guys, do you want to see my cow? And they're like, what? It's my cow, I have a cow, would you like to see it? Like, okay, sure. And then I would show them the picture. of Butter. I was like, her name's Butter. You get it? Because she's a cow. But yeah, okay. Now, serious. What I mean by serious, I mean I'm not gonna be making a ton of jokes. I'm naturally hilarious. I can't just flip that switch on and off. But I want to bring actual attention to what is happening. So let's first explain why, like, I'm okay. This is my bed. Why are you in bed today? I'll tell you. I got my period. When I get my period, I have a serious case of PMS. Hi. PMS stands for premenstrual syndrome, and it is a complex number of symptoms that include emotional tension, fluid retention, experienced by some women, actually 3 out of 4 women, in the days immediately before menstruation. When the symptoms that I get when I experience PMS are extreme fatigue, excessive vomiting, and this unexplainable amounts of bodily pain. It's immobilizing. And the reason I'm telling you all this is because I want you to understand that this point in time is really hard for me to record. Not necessarily emotionally at this time, because I'm okay with sharing things like this, and I think they should be shared more often, because there's also this taboo effect around talking about your period. Like, I'm pretty sure people have already clicked off of this by now, or didn't even click on it. I don't know what I'm gonna title this yet. Probably a stupid pun. So I thought, I'm a girl. Yeah, so I can talk about it. And I don't want to be secretive about it. I think I should be able to talk about it with other girls in public without it being like, oh, that's something secret. You should keep that to yourself, or keep that in private. Like, I understand that it is a bodily function and we shouldn't be talking about it. Do you know what I learned about in health? I learned about what a baby looks like at its 6 week, when it's 6 weeks. I mean, sure, that's good information to have, but I would have liked to know, more about my body. I learned about what fruits you should eat to help you maintain your metabolism. What? Still having a rough time, and the first 3 days are especially the worst, because it's when I experience the most. I can't really eat because I will immediately throw up, and I can't really move around a lot because, again, immediately throwing up, and the pain that I feel from cramps immobilizes me, and I have to take medicine. There it is, the little capsule medicine, and I have to stay on top of it, or else it'll reset my medication cycle, and then I can't take it for a certain number of hours, and I'll just slowly cripple in on myself. I can talk about it freely in the space that I'm in because my parents and my friends are so understanding of that, and we even make jokes about it because I'm comfortable enough. I know some people aren't, and if I continue to do this, this camera's lopsided, it's bugging me. That's better. Okay. If I continue to do this, if I continue to try to grow my channel and make more friends and share this with more people, then I want people to be comfortable to talk about anything and everything here, your opinions and such. So yeah, and I want to be comfortable enough to talk about that whenever. So I understand, don't overshare, but it shouldn't be a secret. I shouldn't have to hide the fact that I'm on my period. Getting up to go to the bathroom to change my pad. Yes, This bag is full of pads and liners and probably baby wipes. Would you like to see them? I know by looking at the space above my head, it looks like my room is not decorated. There are posters literally everywhere. Everywhere. Like, there's posters here, there's something there. There's something on like every wall. It's just, there's something up there too. Wait. When I give a full room tour, I don't know when that'll be, then you'll see it. Oh, that's a picture of me. Do you want to see it? It was actually kind of cute as a little baby. It's in black and white. Kind of look the same, right? No, I don't have the same appeal anymore. It's fine. I've come to accept it. Anyways, that's why I'm in bed right now. I actually have a heating pad on, and I'm like holding it to me. But yeah, the first 2 days are literally the worst, and I typically can't eat anything or drink. I can't even drink out of my water bottle. I don't know, the taste of metal just makes me want to throw up too. So I have some tea. It's good tea. When I move to wherever and there's a coffee shop, I'll know exactly what to get. My mom said it's not healthy, but it's fine, okay? Black tea, 3 tablespoons of sugar, please. I know that sounds like a lot, but I need it. and just a sip of vanilla almond milk. I'm good to go. Doesn't look like I got this from like a coffee shop. Like, it's so cute. And I got the little tea bag sticking out. You know, the fact that it says great value. It's fine. Let's see, look. I remember I was talking to my dad the other day, and I was sipping on my tea, and he was like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, nothing, just listening to a podcast. And I really was, and I sounded like so grown up. I could feel it. I'm only 16, like, that's definitely not grown up. I'm getting distracted, aren't I? Let's talk about what we really came here to talk about. Inequality that women face every day. My freshman paper was, I'm saying freshman like I'm old. I'm only a sophomore in high school. And I think I should tell you, like, I feel like this is gonna be a free space just for me to talk. Like, this is what I wanted my channel to be, like a free space just to express myself. But also, so when I'm like 25 and working and doing a job that earns money, I can go back to these videos, and if I'm not still doing them, I can go back to these videos and look at them and just, like, feel good and laugh at myself. I mean, like, I do that already, but it's usually not in the way that I'm thinking of. So I think that's what I want this to be. Like, not to take it too seriously, but to just, have a little fun. But that being said, let's get serious, and this probably would be some of the most, serious stuff I talk about here. Because if you've seen previous videos, like, I'm kind of goofy, I guess. Like, would that be an accurate word to describe my personality? I'm not sure. I'm quirky. No, I wouldn't say known for being very serious, but I am. I'm gonna be really blunt and say people who are not that close to me think that I'm very serious and straightforward and sarcastic, and those might be true, but that's not exactly, like, around people, and I'm gonna be, again, very blunt, around people that I care the most about and who I find comfort in. I'm particularly goofy and make a lot of puns and jokes, and I don't know, that's when I feel comfortable. So some people don't get to see that side of me and automatically assume that I'm very serious and very sarcastic, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. The title of my freshman paper, freshman in high school, I'm only a sophomore. Like, this was last year's paper, okay? I know some people say I look old. I feel like I've looked the same way for the past 5 years, but whatever, it's fine. Anyways, it's called Unequal Pay for Women, the Fight for Equality. Now, because it's a research paper, it has to be narrowed down to a specific, to be more specific, but broad enough to have enough information to cover the 5-page paper. Now, this paper was originally 10 pages, so I had to shorten it, like really shorten it. And I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I did too much. And it was like a whole thing, and but I did it because I'm awesome. On the 1st of January in 1979, the United States of America and China began diplomatic relations. Diplomatic? Yes. During that same year, the National Committee of Pay Equity, also known as the NCPE, was formed. The NCPE is a combination of several organizations that are striving to eradicate discrimination against gender and race regarding pay equity. I'm a writer. I thought I should throw that out there. I like to write. These are all my own words. Please don't steal them from me. Anyways, the NCPE believes that pay should be equal for those who are expected to perform with similar skills, effort, and responsibility, not only for those jobs that are exactly the same. As the NCPE grew, the fight against those goals did as well. For instance, many cases attempted to challenge the guidelines of the Equal Pay Act, which the NCPE built their corporation. The Equal Pay Act of 1963 made it illegal to pay men and women a different salary when they are required to perform equal amounts of application. Now, as we all know, as I've just said it, or as you probably know before, it is illegal to pay men and women different salaries. Yet, that's what we're doing. Yet it's still being done across the globe and no one's saying anything about it. Why is that? And you're probably like, Amaya, why did you decide to do this? Because it's almost March, and March is International Women's Month, and this is what I did my paper on last year, and I thought it was interesting, so.
So, as you may or may not have noticed, this video is getting kinda long, so I'm just gonna have to cut it short right here. I know, we were just getting to the interesting parts, but don't worry. Next week is gonna rock your socks off. Or, if you don't like wearing socks, your slippers or something. Anyways, thank you for staying this long. I hope you enjoyed part 1. Okay, I love you, bye. And I hope that everything is A-okay.